Hey friend, have you ever stopped to wonder who built the very first car in history? To us today, cars feel like they've always been part of life, but just over a century ago, they were nothing more than a distant, seemingly impossible dream. In the 1880s, the world still moved at the pace of horses. People traveled in slow, bumpy carriages pulled by weary animals. Long journeys were exhausting, dusty, uncomfortable, and unpredictable. Travelers often arrived tired and frustrated, secretly wishing for something faster, safer, and more reliable. In Germany, a brilliant, determined engineer named Karl Benz decided to turn that quiet longing into reality. Since childhood, Karl had been captivated by machines. He tinkered constantly, studied engineering with passion, and grew into a man full of innovative ideas. When he met Bertha, he found far more than a wife. He found his greatest supporter and true life partner. Together, they set up a modest backyard workshop and began experimenting with a radical new fuel, gasoline. It was risky, unproven, and many called it dangerous. But Karl believed it held the key to the future. Day after day, Karl sketched designs, built parts, and tested prototype after prototype. Bertha stood right beside him, offering encouragement, practical help, and unwavering belief. She shared every small success and every crushing failure. After years of relentless effort, Karl completed his vision. The Motorwagen, a lightweight, three-wheeled vehicle powered by a single-cylinder internal combustion engine. It was elegant in its simplicity. The road to success was paved with setbacks. Prototypes broke down repeatedly. Money troubles mounted, and doubt pressed heavily on Karl's shoulders. Neighbors laughed openly at his horseless carriage, calling the whole idea ridiculous and doomed to fail. There were many dark nights when Karl paced anxiously, questioning whether his vision was foolish. Yet Bertha never wavered. She comforted him, quietly contributed her own savings to keep the project alive, and reminded him of the bigger purpose behind their struggle. Finally, in 1885, Karl fitted the last piece. He started the engine, and the motor wagon moved forward under its own power for the first time. Pure joy filled the workshop as the little engine purred to life. Karl proudly patented the invention in 1886. The couple took their first short ride together, laughing with delight and hope. But the true moment that proved the car's potential came from Bertha's courage. In 1888, without telling Karl, she planned a bold journey with their two young sons. At dawn, she drove the motor wagon out of Mannheim, heading 66 miles to Pforzheim, the world's first long-distance road trip by automobile. The adventure was challenging. When the fuel line clogged, Bertha cleared it with her hat pin. The car struggled up steep hills, but she pushed forward with calm determination. In one village, a local shoemaker crafted new brake pads from leather so they could continue safely. Crowds gathered along the route, staring in astonishment at the strange machine moving without horses. When Bertha and the boys arrived triumphantly in Pforzheim, news spread like wildfire. People were amazed. The motor wagon had proven itself beyond doubt. Orders started pouring in. The small backyard workshop soon grew into a bustling factory with workers building more cars. The automobile age had officially begun. Gradually, roads once filled with the sound of hooves echoed instead with the hum of engines. Horses stepped aside as families discovered the freedom of traveling whenever and wherever they wished. Towns and cities became better connected. The invention brought independence, opportunity, and joy to ordinary people. Karl and Bertha watched with deep pride as their dream transformed the world. From that humble three-wheeled motor wagon sprang the foundation of today's entire automotive industry. Every car on modern roads carries the spirit of their partnership, persistence, and courage. So the next time you hop into your car, take a moment to remember Karl and Bertha Benz. Their story is a powerful reminder that great revolutions often begin in small workshops, powered by love, determination, and one bold idea. What once seemed impossible became the everyday freedom we now enjoy, thanks to two remarkable people who refused to give up on the future.